All right, we are live here on the Periscope channel, and you know what? I wanted to maybe every time to time go live about a big, recent major release movie, and what a good way to start it off here on the Periscope channel. Then with you can see him behind me, good old Batman. It's the Batman. Probably I would say this and Scream are easily the two biggest releases of the year so far. This one probably just a little bit more. Um, I'm here, JPO, joined by Mesa Media's own Steve Mesa. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Got the call to review the Batman, and I answered the call just like how Batman answers the bat signal.
I put up the Mesa Media signal in the sky, and you came running. And hey, did you get a free comic book?
I did get a free comic book.
Is it this one?
Same exact one.
No, I don't feel so special. God damn it! All
Not
right.
so special.
Oh man, I really did just chuck it too. I didn't mean to do that. Uh,
Make sure
so
you don't hit
let's talk
Avery.
about it. Yeah, no, he's right next to me. I'm
All
pinning
right.
him right now out of camera. So let's get right into it, man. What did you see it last night?
I saw it this past Tuesday night on the IMAX.
Oh, you saw it Tuesday. Okay, so we saw it the same night. All right. I was trying to feel special. Uh, so what are your thoughts, man? Talk about it. Like, you go first. Well, what are your initial reactions coming out of the Batman? What were
It
your
was,
hopes and what are your initial reactions?
dude. It was amazing, dude. It's probably the best Batman movie since Dark Knight. And that's saying a lot. And since the Dark Knight movie, you had Dark Knight Rises, which was like, eh. And then you have Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. You have Batman versus Superman, and to a varying degree, those movies range from okay to not so good. But this surpassed all my expectations. This brought a new type of vision to the Batman universe. Director Matt Reeves, who's directed 10 did you direct 10 Cloverfield Lane? Yeah, I believe so. I'm not positive. No, my bad. Let Me In. He directed War of the Planet of the Apes. He directed a lot of movies, and he definitely brought his vision. This is basically a little bit of an adaptation of Batman's The Long Halloween. If certain fans are familiar with that source material, they would be satisfied that
So he's the original Cloverfield, and then, as you said, Let Me In, Dawn, and War for the Planet of the Apes, as well as if you want to go all the way back to 1996, Pallbearer with David Schwimmer.
maybe not so much, but yeah. Yeah, man, it took the Long Halloween adaptation, even took certain plot elements from it and adapted to the big screen and brought people we haven't seen in a long time as villains: the Penguin, Catwoman. Oh no, we saw Catwoman in 2012, but the Riddler, and for me, all iterations of those villains surpassed their earlier incarnations.
Wait, are you saying this Riddler is better than Jim Carrey?
Yes, absolutely.
No, fair enough. Yeah, man, I'll just kind of go off of what you're saying. Yeah, it's an interesting take. It is probably, even though there's definitely was darkness and death and everything in the Nolan trilogy, this is the darker of the Batman we've seen. I enjoyed that right away. It's the most detective Batman that we've seen as well. He's using his mind. He's piecing stuff together. You know what I mean? It really took its time of building Batman himself. I like that we're chucked right into it. There's definitely sins of the past. Obviously, is a big part of the element, but we don't need to see the Wayne murders again, and we don't need to see how we became Batman. We're in it, baby.
5 times
He's
it already
Batman for a
happened.
couple
We're
years.
like, yeah, we're good. No, we're good.
Yeah, we've seen it enough. We've seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan get killed. We saw the Batman Begins guy get killed. We've seen
Linus
it.
Roach get killed.
Linus Roach, there you go. He was good. Don't be afraid. Uh, but yeah, I like that we're jumped right into it here. It's an interesting take. Love Colin Farrell, as everyone has already said. If you don't know it's him, you wouldn't know it's him. Zoe Kravitz.
Kind of looks like Richard Kind if you think about it. Yeah, like a little Richard Kind there.
Okay, yeah, that would have been an interesting take on the Penguin. Just a real Richard Kind, very Richard Kindy. Like, come on, Batman, come on, let's just have dinner.
It would be very interesting and for pretty much a different type of Batman movie. But I was like, is that Richard Kind? No, Colin Farrell. What the?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, the greedy part, the only bad thing I can say to a large degree is the greediness in me. I would love to have seen more of the Penguin. Maybe we'll get more later on. Who knows? Did not a lot of Bruce Wayne, not a lot of Alfred. But not necessarily that's a bad thing. They are juggling a lot of things here. Um, I would have liked to see a little bit more of the Bruce life. You never really get to see that alter ego much. It's very much about Batman though, which I can't say is necessarily a bad thing.
No, for sure. I can definitely see where you're coming from there. But then again, you have this movie which is potentially building up another franchise. And I'm sure based on the potential success that this movie is going to have this weekend, you're definitely going to have some part two and part threes. Definitely not spoiling anything, but it's definitely sets up for a movie to come and more stuff to come because Penguin's getting his own show on HBO Max. So we're going to get a little bit more Penguin in the next couple
Wait,
weeks.
is Colin Farrell getting it?
Yes, sir.
What? Okay, so I don't even know this.
There you go. You wanted more Penguin. You're gonna get more Penguin in the
I'm
TV
surprised
show.
he's willing to be in that chair for that long. Has a lot of makeup.
Well, I mean, he has. We before this movie, we haven't seen Colin Farrell in the movies probably to the killing of a sacred deer, and that's the movie off the top of my head that I can think is the last movie that was off the big screen. But like, yeah, man. Paul Dano, dude. Good Lord, man. I'm going to say controversial take, really close to Heath Ledger there. It's really Heath Ledger like performance with him. And he's definitely the best Batman villain since Heath Ledger, for sure. And
I don't know if I'd like him too much to Heath Ledger. I mean, there's an unhinged element for sure, but I think I could see a different kind of craziness going on there. This one's more plotted. You know what I mean? Ledger's Joker was chaos by the edge of your
anarchy.
seat, anarchy. This one is more plotted. This one
Method-
has a rooted message and goals and whatnot. So I saw a difference.
No, yeah, for sure. It's more methodical than Joker's Anarchy, which he can do just be violent at a random thing. This is more paced out. This is planned out. This is all steps to things. And when you think it's over, there's one more thing that's gonna top that's gonna top his whole plans. Yeah, man. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman is just fantastic. I think she does a lot with she does a lot more with her eyes than she does, and same with Robert Pattinson. He does a lot more with his eyes because despite the with the cowl and everything, he's sort of limited with everything, and he just basically anytime he has a confrontation with anybody, he definitely acts the shit out with his eyes. The best part about this movie, Michael Giacchino's score. It is fantastic. You have Danny Elfman's Batman. You have Hans Zimmer's The Dark Knight, and now you have Michael Giacchino's The Batman as top three, probably top 10 comic book scores of all time, in my opinion. It definitely buzzed, definitely left a memorable impression. And also you have a little bit of Nirvana in there, Something in the Way, all being played like at least a couple of times in there.
Yeah, I gotta say a score, even whether it's trivia or just reviews, it's usually not something that really like feeds into me. It's not something that I always pick up on. But I gotta say, it's kind of undeniable from this movie here. It really does play kind of its own character. It adds to the moment very much. It really is. It is supremely well done for sure. Even I gotta agree with that.
And I gotta say, this is probably the most beautiful looking Batman movie I've ever seen. This
It's
movie
interesting. There's no daytime. It's all night and almost dusk.
exactly. It's basically kind of it recreates certain not iconic panels, but it feels like you're watching a comic book panel come to life with the way that they shot this movie, and I think it's again Marvel. I'm going to say this. Marvel has its problems where they don't have a lot of movies that are shot distinctively. They all come
Okay.
kind of shoot in a cookie cutter type of way. I mean, there's certain iconic shots in certain Marvel movies. The Marvel Avengers Assemble, the statue. Maybe people can even say the Statue of Liberty, the sites of of certain individuals at the Statue of Liberty. I'm not going to say anything about Spider-Man No Way Home, but just in case until digital, But this movie definitely it's it's memorable for its shots, because you could definitely tell that if you can just even take a screenshot, like if we were doing a show about trivia and we do a screenshot from a movie, you can take at least 15 shots from the Batman. And yeah, a lot of people probably might guess it, but there are certain shots where it's impeccably shot. It's meticulously planned out in terms of the way that they wanted to shoot it, and all technical aspects of the movies are fantastic. Production, score, cinematography, production design, everything that they did. I think the only thing is, a little bit too long. I think maybe if they trim the fat off a little bit, but I think despite the lengthy runtime, I think there was no waste in minutes, in story, in the way that they padded out the running time of the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, you do feel the length to a degree, but yeah, never to the point of like. I've seen some people say, "Oh, I could trim 10, 12 minutes off of it, maybe if you absolutely had to," but I never minded it for sure. I could tell that like what was in there kind of needed and should be in there, and I was down for it. You know what I mean? I was never like looking at my watch, other than I did have to pee, but that's my own problem. I was never really looking at my watch for it to wrap up. I did, those anyone that's wondering, Google whether or not to stay for the end credits. You don't have to. Once the credits roll, you can go and pee and leave if you have to.
Yeah, yeah. You have the show about trivia's P mission to not to go after once the movie has run credits, so that way you can unleash the stream if you're holding it for that long.
I did. I was ready to go, but no, I enjoyed my time, and as you have kind of set up, the score is undeniable. It looks good. Like you said, it's got its own distinctive feel. I don't know if I would agree Marvel's cookie cutter, but I do definitely see what you're saying. Is it's got a formula, and they're sticking to it, and it's kind of fun that like we're now in the league of. We can have these different kind of universes. We're still kind of juggling the other universe of Batman. We're going to see the Flash pretty soon, but then we have this completely different take here, and I kind of like that. You know what I mean? So I'm down for it. Like I said, I would have little things here and there, but there's nothing I can complain about, and it did its job in making me want more. More of this universe. It really makes Gotham a character here. This is the most, I think, kind of, I don't know if I want to say seedy or whatever Gotham that we've seen, but I think it was a well-made film. Looking forward to more. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. Steve, what do you got for the Batman?
I'm giving it 5 out of 5, my friend. This really. I mean, I wasn't sure how great it was gonna be. I definitely had it on the top of my most anticipated, but this blew my expectations out the water, man. This is a fantastic. I can't wait to watch it again with my dad. I can't wait to watch it again when it comes in HBO Max in April.
April, so not that long of a wait, huh?
No, in April, I believe.
Good. I'll see it in April then.
April 19th, I believe, is the date for them that they're going to put it on, because it's a 45-minute theatrical window that they're going to wait until they
45 minutes.
45 days. Pardon me.
I figured.
45 minutes. Oh shit! It's uploading. Jesus.
It's up already. It's been up for a couple of days. All right. Any final words on the Batman, or any quick plugs for you, Steve?
No, man. I'm pretty good to go. Check out my stuff right here in this little Twitter handle, Mesa Media One. We are a production company that likes to shoot a lot of wrestling footage, and I'm going to be in Orlando this weekend. So if there is any wrestlers that are heading to Orlando or are in Orlando within the vicinity of where I will be staying, I'm more than open to shoot some vignettes, videos, whatever you want. I'll shoot it. Just let me know so we can plan this out. I'm going to be there till Monday, heading up there Saturday morning. So I'll be good basically Saturday night till till the start of the show the next day on Sunday. AEW Revolution.
Oh yeah, that's why he's in Orlando. Yes, so yeah, check out all the great stuff Steve's doing. You know what to do here. All the YouTubers say like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Hopefully, we'll do some more reviews of this. You know, big movies come out, and we don't want to wait. We want to talk about them right here, right now. Give quick reviews here. To wrap it up, though, two big reviews here for Batman 4 and 5. That means go see it. And I will say too, if you have to wait for HBO Max, I guess if you got a nice big TV, but if you like that theater experience, this is a good theater experience. IMAX was cool. The sound, maybe that's why the soundtrack really hit me too, is because I'm not an IMAX guy usually, either saving money or just whatever. But
Mhm.
it really hits you if you do that IMAX experience or just in general that theater experience. I say go for it.
Absolutely,
If
it's
you're
worth
if
the
you're
theater
theater,
experience. If you're gonna go
yeah.
for it, it's a worthy theater experience, and then you can watch it again on HBO Max when it comes out April 19th. So
Yeah, definitely. So big old thumbs up, but not legally, like just verbally, because I don't want Ebert to state suing us. So pinkies up for the Batman. Go check it out, guys. Good night. Good luck.